season with an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, and look for them to try it again later.
Second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 11. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Second down throw coming by Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
6 yards left on 2nd down. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the check.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away. Now
Willis on 3rd down. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, ETN once more. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Dances by him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Buffalo 18.
Last play of the half, Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Titans nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling they have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Left wing 19.
Willis now off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Panther 11. 18 Rattler.
Second down, here's Willis. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Gesicki from 13 yards out. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. straight ahead, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Willis looking to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away. He completes it to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go! Hey, stop.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2 point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready, set.
Now Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were...
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Jags grab it. Now the ball comes loose.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the double. Go. Hey, man on. Yeah.
Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra. The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Watson. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Browns in 5-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the 29, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Thompson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Third and long, Thompson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Chubb. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Thompson. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, again, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Thompson now from the gun. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and a yard, Thompson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Thompson now, 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Thompson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
And my goodness, another interception. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Sticking with Thompson here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Thompson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now down to 20. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. First down. Here's Thompson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Second down. Here's Thompson. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Thompson now, third down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Thompson will look to the air on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Thompson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 4th down, Thompson going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to run now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On first down, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Thompson's going to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Thompson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Third and long, Thompson. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Play action here, Thompson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Now Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Browns 34, Giants 21.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Watson off play action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Throwing now. Watson out to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's Thompson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now Thompson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Thompson on 1st and 10.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And Watson's going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for the Browns, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.